Hello, hello. How's it going? How's it been? What's up, everyone? Give me 1 second. Something. A band holding my cords just broke. Give me. Okay. There we go. It's fine. It's not like it fully broke. It's just one of the strap things, so I just moved it to the next one down, so it's a little bit looser. So it should work fine. If it will go through. Okay. How y'all doing? Little bit of a odd start, but yeah, sometimes that's just how it works out. Okay, let's get things adjusted here. And Bouncy, congrats on first, Fox second, and JC third. Good to see all of you. Good to see you, Loomis. How you doing? 7-watch streak there. Congrats, Bouncy. Something gonna lick every one of you. Okay, well, that's preference. Hey, Astra, how's it going? Whatever the thing broke, chose the worst. Yes, so I was pulling my mic closer, and basically I have the cord from the microphone strapped to the boom. So basically when that popped off, all of the cable came down on the desk, and I'm just like, I just want to get this reattached. That's about it. So it's a day, you know? Definitely a day. Trying to figure out what type of music I want in the background. I do extra music so I can stay like pumped up a little bit. Let's do this today. Okay. Hope I have a good stream. Thank you. I hope you have a good day as well. Yeah, I mean, it is the middle of the week. Oh, no. Things are going well. It's just one of my little like elastic bands that holds the cable to the boom. The thing that holds the microphone. That popped off, so I was reattaching that. It just happened to pop off literally like the seconds before the stream started. So yeah, nothing bad. I'm still like, I will say this, I am still super anxious because so remember the art I showed you, that art contest last week that I entered? They still haven't announced anything for it. It had, I think, 1,200 people entered it. Yeah, it's basically like a Velcro strap, except a rubber band type thing. Yeah, 12,000 people entered it. So, art contest for Guild Wars 2, it was a fashion contest. Yeah. Oh, no worries. I always have something go wrong at the start of stream. I muted, I forget to like turn on chat. 90 things go wrong every time I turn on stream. I know 2 of them that I forgot to do today. I forgot to reset the chat. So if you do like a exclamation mark like file, should already have a count on it. I forget to reset that, you know? See? Started at 9. Yep. All that good stuff. Yeah, so the art I did, well, I shouldn't say art, I should say fashion contest for the game. Oh yeah, it's a heist. Go heist. Heist. Just like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, we like heist. Although ours are not as elaborate. Hey D&D. It's going. I'm just saying I'm anxious because the fashion contest I entered had 12,000 people enter it. They were supposed to come out with the top 10 yesterday, and they have not done so yet. They have not announced the top 10. They said they would have things down to 100, and then they would have by the weekend, and then the final 10 by yesterday. They have not done so. It's just like, I just want to make it to the top 10. That's it. I will be happy making it to the top 10. If I can make it to the top 10 and then lose without winning a prize, I will still be happy. Only the top 7 get prizes. Only the top 7 get prizes. There is the grand prize, second, the runner-up, and then 5 honorable mentions. So only the top 7 will get prizes. The top 10, though, get kind of more of a display. So that's what I'm hoping for. Another thing, there about 100 of the people in the contest are from a guild. Yes, you crit failed the heist. I know. You're all stuck. About 100 people are from UAOT, United Arts of Tyria, which is a pure fashion guild. Well, they do fashion, they do housing, they do jumping puzzles, they do races. But they are people that pretty much have everything in the game to use for like fashion. The guy that's actually is the guild leader has yes, they do housing. Yeah, they actually, if you go to their website, you can download their housing packs and just and put them into yours. Like, if you've seen any of that stuff, that's all UAOT. Yeah. Yeah, because you can download other people's houses to remake in Guild Wars 2. UAOT is kind of the people that sponsor and host the website for all of that. ANET doesn't do that. UAOT does that. It's the same thing with a lot of these fashion templates. That's UAOT, not ArenaNet. It's a great game. I love it. I'll get to Evil in a second when I finish my story, okay? So there's at least 100 people in the contest that are just from UAOT. And I will be happy if I can beat out 90 of them. I have been in many fashion contests where the top 3 are just UAOT people. I have placed against them and I've beaten them in the past. I've never beat Kenny though. Kenny is the leader. He literally owns every fashion item in the game. Yeah, every single fashion item in the game. All the gem store ones as well as the regular ones. Yeah. So if I can beat him, that is a miracle. And the only way I think I can beat him is if it goes to the fan vote section, which you have to be in the top 5. Or the top 10. Yeah. This is for Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2. It's a MMO. Scourge Necro. Yep, Scourge Necro is really good. If you like the Scourge Necro, the Spectre Thief has been buffed a ton and plays a lot closer to the Scourge Necro. So that's another good one if you're interested in that playstyle. Guild Wars 2, infamously bad marketing. Actually, I shouldn't say infamously bad. Up until last year, their marketing department was 2 people. And when I say 2 people, I am literally saying one was the community outreach manager, and the other was their guy that actually paid for marketing, like ads. Yeah. So up until last year, they never had a marketing team because they just couldn't afford it. This past year, they actually started marketing with Visions of Eterna. That sounds right, VOE. And they actually had the very first commercial of Game Awards. Yeah. Go them, or game trailer, I should say. So, and on top of that, I think this was their largest year in sales since the launch of the game. Yeah, so in Janthier Wilds is when they started the marketing team. I'm not joking. And it's a team of 7 now. They actually have a marketing department of 7 people. They also changed their marketing, or their community manager, to Joy. She is amazing. Like, if you're seeing like a lot of like the partner program for ANET and all that, she's the one who runs all that. Really cool person. From what I haven't talked to her personally, but from everyone I know that does the partnering, she's extremely good about like everything. Yep. It's a nice game because you can walk away from it for literally years and pick up right where you left. No subscription, no gear grind to get back to the top. Once you get ascended gear, you're at the top. And you really only need one build. And then you can just fix it. If you just get a Berserker set and a Viper set and a Selly set, Celestial, you get those 3 sets on one character, you can do every build in the game pretty much. So that's the nice part. For busy people, it's very nice. I only play like an hour a day. And then on the weekends, I have one crazy day at it, and then I don't play that much. Astra stops giving me weird looks. No, don't call me out. Don't call me out. It's because I'm grinding, okay? Okay, I'm grinding for legendary gear. I gotta do some more farming. Yeah. Oh, no. Zero. I'm gonna one-up you here. I had just finished the Skyscale grind. And the week later, they announced Soda, where you get the Skyscale for free. The week after I finished it. Okay? Well, I went into World v World and I was working on the SOTA. S-O-T-O. Soto. Sorry, Soto. I can't talk. Then I decided, you know what? The only pet, or the only mount I don't have is the Warclaw. I'm going to do the Warclaw quest in World v World. So I finished the World v World Warclaw quest. Guess what they announced the next week? Janthier Wilds. Everyone gets a Warclaw. Why? The one thing that was nice is I did finish my legendary rune set. I finished like 6 runes, and then they announced that the relic will be given. I'm like, oh, okay, yay. And then the one thing that's been holding me back a lot with legendary gear is ectos. Just grinding away, because you could only get like 50 ectos like a week before, just from like ecto farms. But the mirror farm has just like made it so easy. So now I'm at the point where I just need 1k of each tier 6 mat, and then I can finish a full set of legendary gear. So I will be done with all of the stuff except for weapons. And then I'll have to start grinding world v world to get weapons. Not looking forward to that. But yeah, that's about it. Anyway, let's no. Why does stuff not want to work? There we go. There we go. And there we go. Hey, how's it going? How you doing? What's up, everyone? Having a good day? Having a good week? Having some fun? Heard you tried to steal from me. That's not cool. Not cool at all. Oh, no, it's just Coal. Just COAL. Of course. Yeah. We were housekeeping. Yeah, I saw you found yourself just in my abode, just cleaning things out. Yeah, perfect. There's nothing wrong with cleaning things out, right? You don't mind if someone cleans things out, cleans things up, just cleans up all those thoughts in your mind, just steals them away. Yeah, it's just a little housekeeping, just clearing all those cobwebs from your thoughts, helping you relax, helping you just pay attention. I mean, you don't want to get caught out in the open, just dumbfounded with your mouth agape, just staring into nothing. You wouldn't want that right now, isn't that right? Yeah, you wouldn't want to be caught just standing there, just staring forward, and just drooling a little bit. I mean, yeah. No, we wouldn't want to do that. We wouldn't want to put you in a position that would be, well, what's the word? I can't think of the word. Can you think of the word? I don't think you can think of the word either. I think the only thing that you're thinking of is just what I'm saying in my head, because what we're doing is just clearing away all those cobwebs, just clearing away all those thoughts. Just getting rid of all those unnecessary excuses, because we don't need those excuses right now. We know that we know, and we know that you know where you were and what you were doing, and of course you were just housekeeping, and I'm just housekeeping, and you're in my house, so of course I'm keeping all those thoughts that you thought you had, because you didn't think what you needed to know is what you wanted to know, and what you wanted to know is exactly what you are right now. And that's just how nice and relaxed you are. Isn't that a wonderful thing to know how relaxed you are? Oh, you didn't need to think of words. We just talked about that. Yeah. Just nice and relaxed, nice and calm, nice and cozy. That's the only thing you need to know at the moment. Just know that you can just relax, that you can attention, that you don't have to think, you can just focus, you can just think deeper and deeper. Isn't that nice? Just nice and calm, nice and cozy, nice and relaxed. Yeah, just good housekeeping. Yeah, Yeah, and you're just keeping all those thoughts. Just letting me keep all those thoughts. You don't need them anymore. We've already swept them away, just brushed them aside. And of course, since we're in my house, I get to keep all those things, right? After all, it's housekeeping, isn't it? Kinda goes with the name. Yeah. How you feeling there? Yeah. I'm just doing so well, so nice and calm, so nice and cozy. Yeah. I'm just doing so good. Yeah. Just calm, relaxed, of course. I mean, all those thoughts have been cleaned up, all those thoughts have just been kept safe and sound in my tail. You don't need to think about anything else, so you can just relax. Just enjoy being so calm, so cozy, so nice and comfy. Yeah, that's much better, isn't it? Much better than anything you were thinking about. After all, if you were thinking about something more important, you'd still be thinking it. So of course there's nothing more important than just sitting and relaxing for me. Just laying back and enjoying what I'm saying, because of course that's the only thing inside that empty head of yours. And of course, if you had something more pressing in that mind, it would be at the forethought of your mind. But of course, the only thing in the forethought is what I'm saying. So of course, that must be the most important thing, isn't it? And of course, the one thing I'm saying is just to relax, to let go, to just sink. So of course, that's the important thing right now, isn't it? Yeah. Very good, very good. Doing so well. Just so nice and calm. Just so cozy, so relaxed. Isn't that much better? There we go. How you feeling there? Having a good time? Yeah. Nice and down, nice and deep. That's right, just so easy, so relaxed. You're doing so well. There we go. There we go. How you feeling there? Nice and comfy, nice and cozy. Just so simple and easy. There we go. Happy, calm, blank. And that's... There we go. There we go. Let's go ahead and wake you up a little. Just waking up, feeling refreshed and fully aware. Waking up, feeling refreshed and fully aware. Mm-hmm. How you doing? Poppy playtime? Nice. Well, I haven't played any of it. I've just watched the what's it called? Game theory stuff on it. So I'm still waiting for I guess 5 to come out there. And out already, Astra? Okay. Have a good one. Take care. Leave you already? Yeah, puppy playtime? No, it's poppy playtime. I mean, puppy playtime is a different time. Am I being petted or turned into a pet? Aren't you? Oh, yeah, I just finished. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I guess we just go right back into this. There's no ending to it. Ah, there we go. Ah, yes, such a good pet. Such a very good pet. Yes, you're such a good pet. Such a very good pet. Evil, why am I calling you good? Ugh. It's been all over the place? No. It doesn't need to be anywhere except in my lap. Just getting deeper and deeper under my tail. You know, that's the perfect place to be, right? Yeah. Ah, of course. You can just lay down, just enjoy my head, running over your hair, gently petting, calmly, cozily. There we go. That's nice, isn't it? There we go. You're doing so well. Of course, you can just enjoy that nice lavender scent. Just enjoying your head being pat, just calmly, cozily. There we go. There we go. Wow. Peekaboo. Yeah. No need to worry. There we go. There we go. Just pet. Ah. Having fun there? There we go. There we go. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. I mean, I don't have to do anything here. I can just sit here and you just go so deep on all on your own. I mean, yeah. Just that simple. There we go. There we go. Ah. Okay, let's wake you back up. Wake you back up. Back awake. How y'all doing? Hey Addie, how's it going? Aw, you're doing so well. You are all doing so very well. Yeah, feeling really nice. Head's a bit fuzzy. Okay. Nice and cozy. Need for tail has not diminished. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You get plenty of tail. We don't have to worry about those sort of things. Mm-hmm. Ah. I got like a little thing in my eye, and I don't know what it is. It would just be a little bit dry. Oh no. Absolutely filthy. I have like some glasses that help with the blue light. The yellow like tinted ones. Except they are just absolutely filthy. I haven't used them in a while. Microfibers over there. Really get to it easily. So I'm using my shirt, which is nowhere as good as like a microfiber wipe. Yep. That's how it is sometimes. Ugh. That might help a little bit. Ugh. Now you're gonna like see every little movement of my eyes because like these things just like magnify. Yeah. How y'all doing? What has everyone been up to? All I could say is I have heard from pretty much everyone. It's just been a rough like week or two. Like anybody else having like that issue, like it's just been a bit rough. Universe not playing nice. That is 100% true. Well, trees bleed maple syrup from what I understand. I'm not sure if that's incorrect, but as far as I know, that is true. Trees bleed maple syrup. I would love to know if that is wrong. No, that's 100% correct. Perfect. Mm-hmm. Only when they're tapped for mana. Okay. Found the magic player. Your roommate knows? Your roommate does the bleeding? Is he a tree stabber? And unrelated news, local tree stabber makes maple syrup. It's a sappy story. It's not cold enough for them to explode anymore. I mean that's actually what happens is the water inside the tree freezes to the point where it needs to expand, and that causes the tree to explode. Yeah, I know all about that. I've been around trees that explode. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah. I've been in the area. I haven't seen it in person, but I've heard it. I've been close enough to hear the explosion. The one, yep. All gone. Can't be used again. Mm-hmm. Just how it is. Just how it is. Well, you can always say for Fox's sake. Makes it a lot easier to curse around here, right? Mm-hmm. My turn with the bomb starts 9 on a missile. What was what? It was like a short, and the guy goes in. He's it's like one of the Batman shows, and the robber comes in. I think it's the Harley, like the Harley TV show, the animated one. The guy comes in and he starts robbing people, and he goes, "I want $50 million." And one of the hostages goes, "Give me your bank account. I'll wire it right now." And he's like, well, I also want a Tomahawk missile. And another guy goes, "Hey, I'm in arms. I do arms dealing, or I'm an arms contractor. I make those missiles. I can get you one." The guy goes, well, I want a pair of Game Worn Michael or Air Jordans 2 OGs. And he looks around the room. Anybody? No? Okay, those are my demands. Hands up the phone. Like, oh, that was a pretty good one. Mm-hmm. Yep, that was a silly one. Ah. Yeah, I feel like today's just a slow day for everyone. I don't even know what we're doing. I talked about video games, then we did some impromptu just hypnosis, and now we're here. Ah, easy day. The Mugenics game? Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I know it's a bit more of a crude humor, and I'm not too big on crude humor. So, like, to me, it's very much what's that game where you're like the baby floating around, and it's like the random dungeons. Binding of Isaac. To me, it's very much along the same lines of Binding of Isaac in terms of like humor and like feel of like the tone of the game, which are things that I don't care for. So for me, it's a pass just because I don't tend to enjoy that style of humor and aesthetic. But from everybody else, I can 100% understand why they enjoy it, and it does look like a good game, gameplay-wise. So yeah. I've only heard good things about it, yeah. Yeah, I can understand that. Mm-hmm. Taste. You just like roguelikes? I do too. It just kind of depends on the roguelike. Not everything I'm gonna enjoy. Like I'm absolutely loving Hades. Loving Hades 2. Loving Rabbit and was it? Well, it's not as much of a roguelike, but it is very precise mechanics. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I literally I may have dropped like Hades 2 specifically. I may have like gotten halfway through the game in like a single day or two, just straight up grinding it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Only lost one? Oh, that's fair. They'll be happy in my tail. No worries. Cindery got plenty of time outside the tail before. Now they can just rest inside the tail. And we'll give Bouncy the same privilege over Cindery. Does that sound good? Mm-hmm. Bouncy's revenge. Doesn't that sound nice, Cindery? You just get to relax and tail. Yes, Cindery, you can just relax. You can just relax and just be a good girl and listen to Bouncy for a while. Does that sound nice? Yeah. All in good fun. Yeah. Oh, JC, did you want to listen to Bouncy too? No, that's just being around me. Just wrap your head in a tail and let that mind go blank. Mm-hmm. Whee! See, the big problem is I only use like a single computer for everything I do. So I'm just constantly like, look over there for chat, look over there for other chat, look up there, look down there for settings, look down there for button, look up at the camera, look over at the mic, try not to look at the light. Jean? Is that like Jean Furry? How goes it? How goes it? Is that Sean, Jean, or Zine? I like the Jean. Jean. It just has an oomph to it. Jean. I like that. It's probably the completely wrong way to say it, but it just feels right, like a Sean with a Z. Jean. Try saying it. It just is. It's a good mouthfeel. Being in control of 2 would be a first for you. Yeah. JC, we've been over this. It's no challenge. You're just obeying me right now. And you're just obeying me and listening to Bouncy. Head full, tail fluff, right? Mm-hmm. And thank you for the follow. Feel free to follow that tail as it sways back and forth, wiping away all that stress and tension. Brushing aside all those worries and anxieties as you just watch and enjoy. Zian? Is that how you like it? Zian? You can't see me nodding, but I am. Hey, I mispronounce everything, so I figured I was wrong. It's just, I see it. I see Sean with a Z, and I want to say Jean. But then I guess that's Jean, like Juan, which would be French for John. So now I have to ask, Zian, is your name John? This is a reach. You don't have to answer. You don't have to answer. No, I'm just thinking Ruby because Jean from Ruby's was Juan. It's equally hard to pronounce as Zian. So it's 2 syllables that don't look like they are the way they should be. Aaron. Definitely Aaron. Yep. 100%. We solved the case. Case closed. Moving on. No weakness exposed. Because I'm your weakness. I'm always exposed. Yet Bouncy isn't telling you what to do. Quick, Bouncy, give a command. Yeah, we're just having fun at the moment. We're just chilling. It's a little bit late, but not too late. But it is a weekday. It is halfway through the weekday. Here's the funny thing. When I actually blink with the glasses on, I can't tell that I close my eyes. Instead, it does this weird thing where my eyes look like they go up for a second. So yeah. When I wear the glasses, I can't tell when I blink. So if you notice how I never blink, so sometimes it's easier just to you know, do this, so I don't have to worry about where my eyes are. Hey Osiris, how you doing? You're a good puntable fox? Very good. Are you like a 60-yard pump? Are you like a 60-yard is 100% puntable. That's like the classic, you know? Yeah, good JC. Yeah, good JC. Yes, very good JC. Such a good JC. Such a very good JC. Oh yeah, Zian Zero. I'm not sure if you guys know this. Here we don't say cute, we say puntable, because all cute things are puntable. So by the transitive property, anything that you want to call cute, you can call puntable. So we like to say how puntable someone is. If they're 100% cute, they're 60 yards puntable. Simple math. Easy way to remember it is that's half of a soccer field, or the average kick, or the average punt length of the NFL. I think it's like 58 yards, but still, 60 is a good number. No, people shouldn't be calling you cute. They should be calling you puntable. 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 Yeah. Simple. Relax. Nice. Cute equals puntable. Yeah. Very good. Oh, but you're so puntable. You are 100% 60 yards puntable. Nah. Now, don't make the mistake that my brother did. Okay? I tell this story all the time because it's funny. The inside joke comes from me and my friends and my brother and whatever. He has his very first kid. Picks up the kid, staring down at his newborn baby. Aw, our child's so puntable. As soon as he hands his kid off to my mom, his wife, from the bed, from the hospital bed, right after giving birth, gives my brother a dead arm. You will never call our kid puntable again. And then he had to go blame me. So I show up at the hospital like a day later, and first thing that happens to me is she gives me a dead arm. Yep. So, time and a place. Time and a place. Very important. True story. Okay, we have an ad break about to show up, so yeah. Just remember, 100 bad stories equals 100, or 100 bad days equals 100 good stories. 100 good stories makes you interesting at parties. There we go. There we go. Okay, well, we have ads going. What should we do? What should we do? What secret thing should I do while ads are going that no one will see unless they're subscribed? You know, just for content. Yeah, yeah. That was a bad day for me. It was a bad day. I got a dead arm. Definitely bad. Hey, a yellow box, thank you for the follow. Feel free to follow that tail as it sways back and forth. Wiping away all that stress and tension. Brush aside all those worries and anxieties as you just watch and enjoy. Okay, I think I got that all in. Okay, I'll take a drink. I'm just trying to beat the ads here. Yep. Very good, very good. Yeah. I think is it 42? Now I gotta think about how many unique sounds a fox can make. Over 40. Yes, 42 would be a correct answer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so humans have 3 1/3 octaves. Foxes have 5 octaves, allowing them to make 40 different vocalizations. Produce over 40 different vocalizations. There is 12 unique calls and 8 ones used by kids. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Yeah, depends on the species of fox as well. Yeah, foxes are wild. See, I don't know if I can still do it. They have 12 unique sounds. Unique. So I think that's like they're the only ones that make that sound. And 8 of them are used by the kits. So there's 4 curse words. Is what I just learned. Adult foxes have 12 sounds. Their children only have 8 sounds. So from what I know, between adult words and children words, foxes know 4 curse words. For fox's sake. There we go. That's the lesson of the day. Bring that one to bring that one into work tomorrow. I had noticed that before, but I don't know. I mean, it just makes sense, right? Yeah. Oh yes, Discord link is busted. I think a lot of the links are busted. I need to fix them. I plan on redoing the Discord this year. Just kind of streamlining it, especially with the new rules and everything. So it might end up being a completely new Discord. Or it'll be a complete gutting and rehaul or overhaul. Most likely it will be a completely new Discord. But yeah. I'm just trying to make something that works under Discord's new rules, as well as because first off, I would make it 18 plus, so it would not be available to teen. You would have to have a verified account, and doing that it has certain steps involved. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it rolls out next month, so I need to figure a lot of stuff out with that. Otherwise, it may be moved over to a different chat platform. I might just go to Telegram and make a Telegram room, where it's just, hey, we can chat here and do announcements. That might be the way I go in the future. Just a general chat and an announcements room in Telegram. that's kind of the options. I'm kind of leaning towards the Telegram option. Because you can have like one app with like different sub apps in it or different subgroups. So I can make one like the general chat, and then I can have like the subgroups just be ones where, hey, this is an announcement, we're going live. And then all of the art, lounge, all of that can happen. And then anything you want to take off is off. But if there's any like stuff, let me know and I will. Yeah, I enjoy Telegram as well. So that might be the way I go in the future. And here with the new Discord rules, I might be, like I said, I might be kind of like stepping away from Discord completely. I really need to read through the rules and see what the legal options are, or the legal impacts are. Because as you know, I have to be very careful. And I don't want anyone getting in trouble. I've already had to ban some people that in private conversations they came out as saying they were underage, mainly because some things didn't make sense what they were saying, and when confronted like, hey, we need an ID to prove that you were like this, they wouldn't provide it, so we banned it. I don't know 100% if they were underage, but they refused to verify that they were. So I take that very seriously. I take that extremely seriously for everyone's protection. If one thing you know about me, I am very big on protecting the youth. So I try to do everything I can to make sure we're above and beyond in compliance there. Thank you. I hate talking about that because it's such a bummer topic. But yeah, I am thinking of moving to Telegram. I think it's just going to be easier. I think it's a better platform. Honestly, I think more people enjoy it. Discord's great voice chat and stuff, but you can still record your voice and like drop it in chat. So there might be a chat room that's records your voice, leave a chat message. We might do something like a voice message room. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at on things. And I think it's just a lot easier with a just simple, just one room, one announcement room, and then kind of like a semi-voice room. That's about it. Anyway, so curse words for foxes. What words would a fox use for a curse word? Quail? I feel quail. Now it needs to be one syllable for it to be a good curse word, you know? Because I think the SpongeBob definition is correct here. It's a vocabulary enhancer, and you know, if you're angry, you're not thinking. You can't think of 2-syllable words. You think of 1-syllable words. 2-syllable words are too difficult to think of in the moment. So, fox. Snail. You know? Hey, JC, you already used that. Okay, that's better. Duck is better. Hey, please use but. Please use but. You've already used your allocation of curse words today. Fluff. Yeah, Fluff would be a good one. I mean, I would think what's the Fantastic Mr. Fox, where they just say cuss all the time? I think cuss is a great cuss word. Honestly, cuss is a fantastic cuss word, I think. Twitch hates you. It's okay. I hate Twitch too. That's the other thing. Yeah, tail jail. Yeah, in the tail jail. Mine's taken away. Speaking privileges revoked. Whenever you feel the need to curse, you replace it with tail. Yeah. No, we don't want to make that association. You can replace it with fluff. That works. Deanne's got the right spot. Yeah, the other thing is I've thought about going to Kick and Rumble and quad streaming. Just stream to all the platforms. That is something I might try out this year. Again, when I travel, we'll probably only be on Twitch. But when I am back home, we'll be on multiple platforms. I do have my names on what's it called? Kick and Rumble. And I feel like, hey, might as well. They're platforms, they're growing. It's just safety. No worries, Ian. What to eat today? Well, if it's 11, I would say that's too late to eat. I would just grab something light, or just like make a quick egg and have that before bed. If it's 11 a.m., then make 2 eggs and have lunch. Or brunch. Late brunch. Early lunch. But how does the times work? Like, I feel like 6 to like 9 a.m. is like breakfast, 9 to 11 is brunch, 11 to like 2 is lunch, 2 to like 4 is like a late lunch, 4 to like 6 I feel like is an early dinner / dinner. Like 6 to 8 is dinner, and then 8 to like 11 is supper. 11 to like 5 a.m. is midnight snack. You know? Something light, yeah. Gotta remind yourself to make food? Fair enough. Breakfast? Okay, you can have breakfast for any meal, but what is the time slot of the meal you're replacing? That's what we're talking about, is the time slots, not what you're having in the time slot. I mean, you can have pancakes any hour of the day. You can have an egg on a burger, and it's a breakfast burger, you know? Hear me out. You eat when the pets are fed. Well, yeah, that's fine. You can eat when the pets are fed. The question is what time do you feed the pets? Are the pets up at 6 a.m.? Are you making food at 6 a.m. for the pets? Or are you taking the pets out at like 4 in the afternoon? Yeah. Yeah, you can call it breakfast. You can call it breakfast for lunch. Just the time slot. We're talking about the time slots, not the contents of the meal. That's the issue. You work third, second shift. Ah. So third, second shift. That's like the noon to midnight, 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. Right? Those are those slots, or is it the four? Is it the 4 shift one where it's the graveyard shift as well, and it's 8 hours a day or 6 hours, with an hour overlap on each side? Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I understand what you're saying now. Not on the graveyard, but on the late shift. Yeah. I got my drink, don't worry. I used to do that. I used to have the worst schedule ever when I was in the Navy. I was on a rotating schedule. So for 1 week, you would be on normals, first shift. So you'd go 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Or sorry, not it. You'd go, sorry, 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Then second shift was noon to midnight. And third shift was 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. So you'd work 5 and have 2 days off. And then you'd rotate to the next shift. So in order to make it work where my body could naturally adjust to it, I would always go to bed 1 hour later. So if I went to bed at if I was working on 8s, I'd get home, I'd go to bed at 10. One night, and then the next night I'd go to bed at 11. And then I'd go to bed at midnight. And then 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And by the time it cycled, I had gone through 21 days. So I had shifted 21 hours over the 24-hour cycle. So it was very close to actually lining up, and you could stretch those 3 hours and kind of get your gap in there. But it was such a rough schedule. Absolutely horrible. The only time I would ever say I had a similar situation to that schedule and how bad it was we were in the Persian Gulf on the ship, and it was so hot that we could only work 4 hours a day on the ship because of it was just it was 140 hours 140 degrees in some spaces, so you weren't even allowed in there for more than 20 minutes in an hour. It was just, you woke up sweating, you went to bed sweating, you slept while sweating. It was that bad. So yeah. So we would have 4-hour shifts, and you'd be doing maintenance for the 4 hours before your shift. You would be standing watch for 4 hours. Then you'd be on fire watch for 4 hours, and then you had 4 hours off. Then you were back to doing maintenance. So you're on pretty much a 20-hour day. And when I say a 20-hour day, I mean that 4 hours of fire watch followed by 4 hours of free time means you have 4 hours of time to do whatever you want to do unless you get called for a fire, and then 4 hours of sleep. So yeah, trying to maintain a 12-hour on, 4 hours of sleep schedule for like a month and a half. Oh, that was the worst. I still have issues. Thank you. I still have issues with my sleep because my body still wants to do the go to bed an hour later schedule, because I did that for close to 2 years of my life. I spent about a year and a half of my life was the that rotating schedule. So my body got so used to it that even now there are random nights where I will just spend the entire night awake and I can't sleep no matter what I try. I will straight up like take NyQuil to try to pass out, and I will not fall asleep. So I've learned that basically some nights I just stay up and I am fully ready to just be like, hey, I'm calling in sick, and literally just sleep the entire day. And then like the next day at work, I'm good for like the first half of the day. And like the second half of the day, I am just dead. And I'm just like, yeah, I need more caffeine today. And then I'll get back to like a normal sleep schedule for a while, and then I'll feel it start to drift. But yeah, that's just my PTSD. That's the PTSD I got from the Navy, is a horrible sleep schedule. Also, I have things signed where I'm not allowed to repeat certain numbers. I actually have an NDR till I die with the Navy about numbers I am not allowed to say. Nor am I supposed to talk about what those numbers are for. But because of that NDA, it has been absolutely impossible to forget what those numbers are. And when I say, like, I tell people I'm pretty smart. I like puzzles. I really like figuring out puzzles. I really enjoy solving puzzles. Well, turns out the puzzle I solved in this time is a national secret. So I can't talk anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I should just say random numbers. 27, 42, 69. Those are the good numbers, right? That's all you're gonna say. Hey, Jinx, how you doing? Thank you for the follow. Feel free to follow the tail as it sways back and forth, wiping away all that stress and tension, brush aside all those worries and anxieties as you just watch and enjoy. You know, the great thing is like, if anybody ever tried to get anything out of me, I'm very good at talking. Yep. You can make educated guesses about what? What educated guesses? I can always say no comment to everything, regardless of what it is. Make you think you're right. Doing well, relaxing in the warm sands this evening. Ooh, very nice. It's snowing outside here, so perfect for an Arctic fox. Yeah. Do I have the snow effect here? Let's see if I have the snow effect still. I think I have the snow effect still. No. 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 Whoops, there we go. What button was the snow effect? No. 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 There we go. There's the snow effect. I completely forgot what the snow effect was. Yeah. It's snowing finally. Okay. We'll turn that off though. Yes. Only took first try, right? First try, every try. Because I consider them a new subset. Hehe. Math. Probably. I mean, you can always DM me it, what you think. And I can neither confirm nor deny. You know, that's the one thing I have to say I did learn about when I was in the Navy. Just because someone says I can neither confirm nor deny does not mean that you are correct or that they are lying. Because I was 100% convinced before the Navy that if someone said, like, I can neither confirm nor deny or no comment, like, oh, that person's totally lying about that. No, it's literally like, hey, I can't even say if you're close to this, because in doing so would violate something of mine. You know? So in here, not that great, cold. Well, you're a wolf, not an Arctic fox. I mean, I thrive in the cold. Like, it's my playground when it's snowing. That reminds me, I should update my, so I have one of those, Christmas nets with the LEDs. So you can, change it and make, like, pictures and stuff. So right now, its default setting is a snake, but I can, like, look and, like, it's snowing, I can change it to snowfall. So, go snow. We're putting a just swapped it over to a snowman and snowing. The virus mutated. Oh no! All your brain are belong to us, and by us I mean me. Yes. Also, the Khajiit talks like a Khajiit. Khajiit has wares. Jinx has snow and sand. Well played. I just noticed that, so I just had to point it out because it's so well done. Also, USA won in hockey today. So we were playing Sweden in the quarterfinals. At the start of, like, the tournament predictions, Canada was the number 1 to win it. USA was number 2, and Sweden was number 3. The USA got to play against Sweden in the quarterfinals. We've made it to the semifinals. So we ended up winning in overtime, 2-1. Yay us. So that's the 3rd hardest team, and the Olympics is out. Now we just had to worry about Canada, but we're on opposite sides of the bracket from Canada, so we'll only see them in the final. Yeah, you can switch in and out of character too. Nice. What's the other character? No. I'm joking. You have to go at work. Okay, take care, CJ. Have fun. Have a good day. Nothing I can do to prove you wrong. I can do lots of things to prove you wrong. You just won't realize that you're actually right. The fun about hypnosis. Yes. Yeah, trying to think of anything. Well, JC. Well, you see, you can be right, but I can hypnotize you to think I'm right, even if that makes you wrong. So even though you'd be right, you would think you were wrong because you were hypnotized. Does that make sense? Yes, hockey is awesome. WRC. What is WRC? I don't know the World Racing Circuit? I don't know. Is that like a... Because I feel like that's Formula 1, but you would have said F1 if that was Formula 1. Your brain skipped a beat? Rally. Okay, rally car. Okay. And that's rally cars, right? I want to say that's right. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So. I have a story about running away from the cops in a car. So, my friend, I wish I could use another name, but I have to use this name for him, Chase. Okay? Chase is a speed demon. His dad was a rally car driver, a professional rally car driver, which will not be named. But Chase, I've only rode in his car once. He's been driving since he was 12. And he drives like a rally car driver. He can drift, he can drive, and he only speeds. On our way back, well, on our way to, he was, I wasn't in the car with him, but from what the other people said, he was drifting up on hairpin turns. Like the 180 degrees mountain road hairpin turns, switchbacks going up the hill. He was drifting those corners. Hey Nails, how you doing? Yeah, like really good driver. So I was in the car riding back with him because we weren't going to be going down the hairpin route. So I'm like, oh, it's gonna be fine. Well, he speeds. He speeds fast, very fast. And he caught cops. And cops turned on their lights. And he was like, hey, guys, just to let you know, can't get a ticket, otherwise I lose my license. So, bye-bye. And so he just sped off, took the next exit, and was driving, drifting, and scariest ride of my life. But he ended up going into a neighborhood, literally drifted, ended up in this person's driveway in front of a truck, literally drifted from the street into a parked position in front of the truck. Like, I have no clue how this guy maneuvered. For the next 4 hours, we spent sitting in a car in a random person's driveway as cops drove around the neighborhood. This was pre like Ring and all that. So we didn't have to worry about Ring cameras like being accessed and all that stuff. But we spent 4 hours in this neighborhood. Like, we waited till the cops had gone, and then we waited another hour. And I'm just like, okay, I am never riding with Chase again. So yeah, I know the insanity of a rally car driver, and it is way too insane for me. Yeah, yeah. That's one of two incidents I've managed to avoid the cops. The other incident was a house party. Have I told you about the house party where I hid in the coat closet? Hey, Volps. How you doing? Thank you for the follow. Feel free to follow that tail as it just sways back and forth, just wiping away all that stress and tension. Brushing aside all those worries and anxieties as you just watch and enjoy. You know, you've been bad whenever your car starts looking at a cop car. 100%. Okay. So I was at so I was in college. And there was a house party. So I went to the house party. We were there, and the cops were called on us. So the cops showed up, and they got a noise complaint. They asked us to settle down. I wasn't at the door during the noise complaint, but later that night, this is maybe like midnight-ish, 1 a.m.-ish, somewhere between midnight to 1 a.m. The cops show back up. This time, I'm by the front door, and I see the cops show up, and I heard that they had been there earlier. So, first off, at the time, I was underage. I would not confirm nor deny if any alcohol was had. But there was definitely alcohol at the party. I was by the front door. So the first thing I did was I went into the coat closet and I knocked down all the coats on top of me. So it was just a pile of coats on me at the bottom. Well, cops open up the door, or someone opened up the door, cops come in, and it's not just like one or two cops, like from a single stealth check 100. So it's not just one or two like cops you hear walking in. It's like eight cops came into the house, and everyone booked it. But there it was, laying down in a coat closet with a bunch of coats on top of me. I did have enough sense to silence my cell phone while I was in there. So while I'm in there, this shows the thieves stone. Yeah. So while I'm in there, hear the door open. I can like see the little rays of light like shining through the coats, and I hear the door shut. And then a while later, I hear the door open, another flashlight just shining down on me, and the door shuts. And I have no clue how long it was, but I fell asleep in the fetal position under coats in a coat closet. I wake up, it's like 4 a.m. and I just open the coat closet, I walk out, open the front door, and I walk out, and I check my phone. My friends have been texting me like for 4 hours straight, where the heck am I? And I'm like, I hid in the coat closet. They were asleep at that point, so I had to walk like 3 miles home. Imagine finding coal in the closet. Yeah, I came out of the closet, and I got away with it too. Ah. So yeah, that's my coming out of the closet story. That was yours. See, what did I tell you? 100 bad days equals 100 good stories. 100 good stories makes you interesting at parties. The master of hide and seek. I don't hide. I use intimidate. why did well, there was so we had a noise complaint earlier in the night, and then there was more noise complaints, so they actually came in, and of course whoever answered the door was dumb and said come on in. So yeah, yeah, this is about the time where we usually stop. Yeah, this is 100% about the time. Yeah, so if someone invites the cops in, it doesn't matter if they're the house owner, just as long as someone says it. I don't think, from what I recall, no one got arrested. People just got warnings. And some people got put on probation at school. But no one was, like, arrested for, like, underage drinking or anything of that sort. What we used to do for any party we had 2 kegs of root beer, and the rest were kegs of alcohol. So we would show that yes, we still had root beer that people could drink from. So it muddied the waters. It reminds me of this old story. There's this story of a guy who got away with drunk driving. I'm not sure if you've ever heard this story, but this guy is absolutely insane if this is true. So, guy's getting pulled over for drunk driving. As the cop is stopped behind him, he gets out of the car. Before he gets out of the car, he throws his keys into like the ditch to the side of the road, steps out of the car, pulls out a handle of vodka, and starts chugging the vodka outside of the vehicle in front of the cop's dash cam. I don't know if this story is true. Hey, Tootie. But by throwing the keys out the window, by stepping out of the car, and by drinking a large volume of alcohol, opening it up and drinking it outside of the car, he muddied the waters. So they don't know how drunk he was before he got pulled over or arrested. Because on video evidence is him drinking in front of the cop, not operating the vehicle. Yes, fun parties, exactly. I just told my coming out of the closet story of where I hid from the cops in a coat closet. My rally car incident where I made the bad decision of riding with the son of a professional rally car. Yeah. So when I was younger, there was a house party in college that got raided by the cops, and to avoid the cops, I hid in the coat closet, and I stayed there for like 4 or 5 hours, and then I came out of the closet when the cops were gone. Yeah. What'd you think I was talking about? Also, I may or may not have gone out of a ticket with a confusion induction on a cop. Talking about when can I speed up to the speed limit posted. So you know the speed limit. So if you can see the speed limit, that is the speed limit you can drive, right? So if I can see a sign that says 75, obviously I can go 75 because I can read that sign. Because that is the speed limit, and I now recognize I'm in the zone of that speed limit. So I can go to that speed limit if I'm in the zone, if I can read the sign in that zone. Well, there's a sign in front of me that says 75, so obviously I can go 75 in this zone. Yes, I understand the previous zone was only 65, and I was going 75, but I'm in the 75 zone because I could read the 75 and not the 65. So I'm in the zone of the 75, not the zone of the 65. So obviously I'm going to go the zone of the 75 and I'm not going to go 65 because I'm in the right zone. So obviously I wasn't speeding, I was going the speed limit with everything that was going on, and you just failed to recognize what zone we were in when you tried to pull me over. Capiche? Yes. May or may not have happened. That worked. Legally, no comment. But I only have one ticket to my... Oh, no, I have no tickets to my name today. The only ticket I have ever gotten was struck from my record because they misspelled my name. I got caught. And I will flat out admit this because it was on record for a while. I got caught going 85 in a 40. They misspelled my name. Well, it was my first offense, so they knocked off 10. So it was treated as 30 over. So, yes, no, this was when I was like 17 years old. This was when I was like 17. So it was my first offense. So even though I got caught going 45 over, the cop knocked it down to 30 over. Then when I went to the courthouse, since it was my first offense, the cleric knocked it down to 20 over. Since it was my first offense, the judge knocked it down to 10 over, as long as I would go to defensive driving school. Well, when we examined all of the documentation, they misspelled my name. You see, sometimes when someone types in the word like Cole, they don't hit the right letter. So instead of hitting C-O-L-E, they hit C-I-L-E. So Keel, despite being referred to as Cole the entire time, the ticket was for a Keel, not a Cole. So I was able to get it stricken from my record, even though I paid the fine, did the defensive driving course, and had to deal with a lot of groundings at home. But yes, that is the only incident I have had, and it has been stricken from my record. I have never done anything that dumb since. And to be fair, that road is now a 55-mile-an-hour road instead of a 40-mile-an-hour road. They did increase the speed limit up to 55. So, yeah. I feel just somewhat justified. Okay, JC, have a good night. Zoe's first offense was more or less completely brushed off because the other driver was hide. Yeah. So I did have one other incident. So I got a ticket for a left-hand turn while the light was red. But I was able to prove that the light would go from the left turn green to red in 3 seconds, when the yellow period is supposed to be 3 seconds alone. So by the time you get your car started and you start turning left for the left-hand turn at the light, it would already be red before you even crossed. So I was able to prove that it was the city's fault and not my fault. I turned when it was green, and the light was improperly set, so it told the other people to go while I was still in the middle of the intersection. So I do not count that as an accident I had. It was initially written up as an illegal left turn, but it was overturned and it was recognized as the city's fault in the final ruling of the case. So yeah, that's all the crimes I've committed that are on the books. You guys got any questions for me? Any other things you want to learn about the famous Fox? Also, Tootie, how have you been? How's the kitties doing? Want to do crimes later? What is it? Be gay, do crime? No, I don't do crime. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just have fun. Cats are doing great. I know you were saying that the one needed exercise. Are they getting plenty of exercise now? Sorry, I can't have pets up where I currently live. Otherwise, I would. Steel Link High Blade. Okay, I can read. Yes. Thank you for the follow. Feel free to follow at tail as it sways back and forth, wiping away all that stress and tension. Brush aside all those worries and anxieties as you just watch and enjoy. We're just telling some stories about my checkered past, you could say. Okay, no diet. Just trying to get him more exercise, get him running around, chasing the feather on the string. I mean, I would think that's the way you'd start it out. Oh. Okay. Again, I will throw this out there. I will preface with this with I do not like talking about politics. But this is an absolute tragedy. I don't know how true this is, but I have heard they're trying to ban dogs in New York City from public spaces as well as indoor places. So that means you can't keep a dog in like your apartment, nor would you be allowed to take a dog to like was it City Park? That is an absolute travesty. Because I have to be very careful how I say this, but the people pushing for it consider dogs to be little demons and against their religion and unclean. Because being in a private space like a building makes the building unclean. That is the only way I could say that. This is what I've heard. I heard some people at work talking about this today. So I don't know how true this is, but I'm just going to throw it out there. John Wick is completely justified and his 100% killing spree for them killing his dog. Do you think I would ever support someone saying get rid of a dog? No. No. Yeah, no way that could go through. If it does, holy... I have so many curse words I want to throw in behind that holy. They're stopping pet sales in retail cities. Okay. That's still bad. Okay. That's still bad in my opinion. Like, I don't think there should be any law against that. I love pets. I love dogs. I love cats. I love cats more than dogs, but I love dogs like 99% as much as I love pet or cats. I love snakes. I love lizards. I love hermit crabs. I love fish. Every single one of those I am for. I do not support anyone saying that you can't own a dog, that you can't keep a dog in your house. Pets are family, no matter what people say. Like I said, this is what I heard at work. I haven't looked into, I haven't verified anything myself. This is what I heard at work. I don't like politics, but that is just the idea of that is so sickening to me. Like, I sponsor a fox at a wildlife refugee, at a reservation, and to me, it would be like saying, oh, we no longer will allow your fox to be kept at the reservation because of this new law. So we're going to have to move it to another area where you can no longer visit. What? But the whole reason I do this sponsorship is so I can spend my $40 to go walk along the catwalk, to go and be like, that's my fox, that's my fox. Yeah, Oreo, love you, Oreo, keep sleeping over there. True story. Yeah, probably a bad analogy, but if you're not allowed to keep your own dog in your house, nor are you allowed to have your dog in a public space, that is just like, you can't own a dog at that point. At that point, I don't care what my job is, I would move out of the city or move to another area just so I could keep my dog. You know? Okay. It's an evolving of the rumors, you're saying? Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that it's not like an actual thing. It's just an evolution of the rumors. Still, my stance is I would rather move to a different state than lose my pet. That is where I am on it. And I'm sure, like, most people would say, like, if you were to outlaw my pet, I would rather move to another area than lose my pet. Well, it would ban shelters too. Duty, it would ban all shelters in the city if they're banning sales. Because shelters also, adoption is a sale in the eyes of the law. I agree. I would not go for a specialty breed, I would rather go with the sale, or I would rather adopt from a shelter than I would get from a breeder. Seems a lot. Okay. It might be something new. Like I said, I heard this is in New York City. So I would have to look into it myself. I did not look into it. I apologize for any misinformation I have said. It's just what I overheard at work. And my position would be, if you were to say, I can't keep my pet with me, then I would be moving. I don't care what it is. If you say I can't keep my pet with me, I would move. It does not matter what pet you say. I would move. That's my feelings on it. I'm pretty sure most people would feel the same way about they would rather move than lose their pet. But if it's just a sale on the city, I can understand that. Like, a shelter takes up a lot of space. It uses a lot of resources. I can understand the idea of moving those outside of a city to a more suburban area or a rural area where the pets have a lot more room. So I can understand that. Still makes it difficult. Anyway, I like pets. And if anybody fucks with my family, I will fuck them up. And I'm breaking my PG-13 rule. Understand that? I will go Kanye Reeves. I will go John Wick on you. We'll look to shelters and pounds instead of puppy mills. No, I 100% and like support that. I am 100% adopt over purebred BS. Because let's face it, inbreeding is wrong. I'm gonna be honest, it creates so many issues and so many unnecessary diseases and things inside of pets. You are literally torturing an animal by inbreeding. Yes, 100%. It is. I would equivalent inbreeding to torture for pets. That was kind of not gonna lie. What? Oh, that was kind of hot. Wait, me going John Wick? Yeah, John Wick is hot. Like, I'll say it. I'm confident enough. I think we can all agree there. Also, in unrelated news, got to adopt our dog Madison. 3 good years, but man, I understand that. We had 2 dogs, or 3 dogs growing up. We had Rocky. He was a Weimarheimer. Loved him to death. We had Molly. Party color Cocker Spaniel. She was the goat. Then we had Toby, who we got another rescue Cocker Spaniel party color. Absolutely amazing doggo. And then we had my cat Aspen, who is still alive, unfortunately. So what happened is I ended up joining the Navy. and I couldn't bring the cat with me because I would be going away for like 9 months at a time. So I let my cat stay with my parents while I was on deployment. While I still had like 1 month deployments and everything. So what turned into a let the cat stay with the parents for a deployment ended up being 6 years of the cat being at my parents' house. And then when I went to college after the Navy, my roommate was allergic to cats. They did not know until I brought the cat to the place. And so that didn't work out. So again, the cat had to go back to my parents. So I would come in and I would go down and visit pretty much every weekend, every other weekend. And then I got a job out in California. And at that point, my cat had been living in my parents' house for about 9 years. And even though I call it my cat, and it is 100% my cat, no matter what my parents say or anyone says, I literally raised that cat from such a young age. Oh, hey Sergeant Blue, hello. Sorry I missed you. I was talking about my kitty. So, and how you know it's my cat is because when I was in high school, it's going well. When I was in high school, when I would come back from doing like classes and everything, when I'd come back from playing soccer or lacrosse, I'd go back to my room. My cat loved to sit underneath the desk, and she would just sit there and she would grab onto my socks, and I would give her belly rubs with my feet, and she loved to play with my feet. Where she likes to sleep, I used to make like a figure 4 with my legs, and she would sleep right in that, like the middle of the 4. So she would always do that. Everything she does is like what she learned to do with me. Even every time I would go home to visit, she would come down and she would sleep with me. Yeah, she was my cat. She is still my cat. Every time I go over, she'll curl up with me. Pretty much only my mom and me are allowed to pet the cat. She does not like being pet with your hands. She prefers being pet with your shoes. I apologize for that, but that's how she likes it. Unfortunately, I somehow gave my cat a foot fetish. But she'll let me and my mom touch and pet her with our hands. Everyone else has to use their feet. Don't ask. So yeah, I every time I go visit, like, I was down at my parents' house because I was delivering a Harry Potter wand to my dad because he's going down to visit my brother and sister-in-law, and my sister-in-law is traveling for work to Orlando, Florida, and their team had decided on going to Universal Studios. So she was wondering if she could borrow my Harry Potter wand so she wouldn't have to buy one. So I went this past weekend to my parents' house, spent the night. My cat stayed with me. She was awesome. She's amazing. Aspen is lovely. She looks like an aspen tree. So yeah, even now, she still will choose me over my mom and dad. So she is my cat. Confirmed. Right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I love my cat. She's awesome. She's absolutely amazing. Don't question the foot fetish. Don't question it. Like I said, she would go under my desk and I would just pet her with my feet while I did homework. And now she prefers to be pet with feet. Anyway, what were we doing? Oh wow, it's late. Yeah, usually we're done like 30 minutes ago. How's everyone doing? How's it going? What's up? What are we doing? I'm talking about my cat's foot fetish. That's normal, right? 100% normal. Yeah? Yeah? Hey, Incineroar, how you doing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, cats and feet. Yeah, good combination. Did you have wares for that? Nah. Mm-hmm. Ah. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Just woke up exhausted. Unfortunately, Jink has no wares. Just a cat courier. Okay. Fair enough. Wow. I think it is about times. I see Slush playing Plants vs. Zombies. Meeps Kitten playing Mugenics. So I'll throw it up between those two because I really do need to call it a night. Oh, Energizer is also playing a Hat in Time. So those three. I'll leave it to those three. Energizer with a Hat in Time, 2 votes. I'm wondering if Bouncy told Cindery to vote that way. Meeps with the Mugenics has 1 vote. First to 3 is how it goes, so feel free to vote. Vote for the person or vote for the game. I don't care. I just want you to put in your 2 cents. Why? Because I get money out of it. Ha 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 ha. My 2 cents now. Aw. Are we sure Cinderita didn't send it to you? Is she still in control? Right? Happy wife, happy life? Ah. Okay, we got 2 for Meeps, 2 for Fenergizer. So we got Fenergizer with a Hat in Time and Meeps Kitten with Mugenics. Which one is going to win? Slush, unfortunately, Plants vs. Zombies is just not working out today. I mean, that's like so 2008. I'm gonna get in trouble. Someone's gonna go tell us. Slush, I called them so 2008. Like a housing crisis. Jeez. No. Okay, that was a bad joke. You should make fun of me for that one. I should be homeless over it. Okay. I'm done. Hey, Ocelot. Oh, that is a great name. It's like Ocelot. Ocelotl? Yeah. There's just an otter. Oh my god. So many puns in that name. I love it. Welcome. We're just ending stream here, but we're trying to decide between Slush Dog, who's playing Plants vs. Zombies, Fenergizer playing a Hat in Time, or Meeps Kitten playing Mugenics. Which one are you interested in? Like I said, unfortunately, you're coming in right at the tail end of the stream. Slush Dog? Okay, we got 1 vote Slush Dog, 2 votes of Fenergizer, 2 votes Meeps. First to 3 wins it. So Unfortunately, Ots did not end the stream. No. And remember, if no one gets to 3, then the stream ends with no raid. I get to be evil. So what is it gonna be? What is it gonna be? There's enough people here to make a vote. We know you can vote. Bye, good night. Odd shows up. Vote slush. Peace, I'm out. Yo. Yeah. Mugenics just looks a little bit crude for what I understand. Or at least what I've seen of it. It reminds me a lot of Binding of Isaac, I will say that. I think it is a very interesting game from the mechanics point. But for the humor involved, I'm not interested in. Or humor and tone, I should say. In other news, ASDF movie 16 just came out, I think. Yeah, 9 days ago, ASDF movie 16 just came out. And yes, I have seen all of the ASDF movies. Okay, I'll give 3 more minutes. If we do not have someone in 3 minutes winning this first to 3, then I am going to end stream. Same dev as Binding of Isaac? I'm curious. Yeah, Macmillan. Yeah, it is Macmillan. That makes a lot of sense. So it is the same guy. And I could not. I tried. I ended up refunding Binding of Isaac because I just could not. I could not enjoy the tone of the game. It was too much for me. See, I'm a good Christian Fox, you know? I can't deal with that sort of stuff. Yeah, just throw the halo on it. Just go bun. Fenergizer? We don't have a bun. We have a kitten. Fenergizer isn't a bun. Is Fenergizer a bun? I don't think Fenergizer is a bun. I thought they were a doggo. Three foxes in a trench coat. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense to me. Yeah, I thought they were a fennec. Yep. Okay, that works for me. Okay, we're rating fennec or Fenergizer. Okay, we're rating Fenergizer to go watch Hat in Time. No worries. I think you're. I think I know who you're thinking of. But yes, that is not Fenergizer. Okay. We'll go ahead and do the raid, and the changed raid comes in just before the 3-minute mark, so we can get out of here in a safe time without invoking the Apocalypse Now scenario of I just end stream, you know. Well, thank you everyone for stopping by. We went a little long today. Tomorrow we'll be having fun doing a lot of hypnosis. So I look forward to hypnotizing you all then. As always, stay safe, be kind, be happy, and as always, bye-bye.